Hi, I'm Marty Levinson. Welcome to the Northtown News Magazine. Let's network.
Hi, I'm Marty Levinson. Welcome to Northtown News Magazine with Avi Myers.
I'm Marty Levinson, and you're watching Northtown News Magazine.
Hi, I'm Marty Levinson, and welcome to the Northtown News Magazine.
Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go?
Hi, I'm Marty Levinson. Welcome to the Northtown News Magazine show with the greatest cameraman around, Sonny Hirsch, and your host, Avi Myers. I did that good. Only one so far.
Thank you, Marty. Avi Myers, Northtown Neighborhood News Magazine, a presentation of Sonny Hirsch and myself. Dial us up on the web at www.mtnm.org. Real big on community policing. Caps24.org. Sonny, in his spare time, is chairman of the District Advisory Committee of the 24th District. Despite whatever cuts may or may not be happening in the Chicago Police Department, we will be having regular community policing meetings in the 24th District, thanks to our Commander James Roussel. So come to the monthly meetings, let people know what's going on, let the cops know what's going on. It is a pleasure to introduce you to. Each year we try to get a Republican and a Democrat and somebody who aren't professional politicians to come on the show and talk about some of their experiences during the election. And this year, one of the people we met over at the Greater Chicago Jewish Fest was Lori Diversey. Lori, how you doing?
Hi, nice to be here.
First of all, a pleasure. And how long have you been involved in politics at all?
I have been in politics for, I think, a little over 3 years now. I've, I had my wake-up aha moment.
Okay.
Watching the preliminaries with Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. My children had gotten old enough that I wasn't always spending my time watching Barney, so I had time to actually look at current events, which now I'm like dreading. I'm like, why did I do that?
Yeah.
But I just became, I'd like to say that I was calling it kind of a social idea contest even before Rush Limbaugh. He hasn't verified that yet for me, but just listening and I couldn't really, a lot of times I couldn't believe what I was hearing, but the thing that made me call to action was when Obamacare passed in, what was that, late of 2009?
Yeah.
Yeah, and about that same time we were starting to hear about this group called the Tea Party, and when I was hearing about their philosophies, limited government, budget, follow a budget, I thought, well, this is me. And I went to the first tax day Tea Party in Daly Plaza because I wanted to see what it was about. And I also wanted to say, hey, you know what? I've got these ideas, but they were painting a lot of bad press about people that had those ideas and that were kind of following the ideas of the Tea Party. And, I'm a middle-class housewife, not racist, and I believe in a limited government and fiscal responsibility. So I went to that event, and I was looking to get involved to really help with the situation. And I saw a young new candidate up on stage, Joe Pollack, and I didn't even know who my congressman was at that time, but I got home on my computer, and I think he won me over with his Tax Day Tea Party song. So if you haven't seen that, pull it up on YouTube. It's great. But I got home and I looked up online and I saw not only could I help him, but he was in my district and he was going to be fighting something that I could be a part of. And that really was the introduction to my political endeavor. So now I know more than I want to know, and now I don't even think that I can swim out of it. But yeah.
Yeah, who are some? So that was the first campaign you ever worked on was Joe Pollock 2 years ago?
Right. That was the first one, and I met a lot of great people. One of them was Ari Friedman, so I was...
I'm a big fan of his.
Yeah, yeah. I wish it could have ended better in the election. Oh, sorry.
So no,
But I helped him get, his petition ballot so that he was on the ballot and help with that campaign. Jonathan Greenberg was another great one.
really, I like him too, yeah.
Yeah, right. And then a friend of mine, Susan Sweeney, was running against...
She was on the show.
yeah, I saw that. Jim O'Donnell. It was nice. And I may actually have gotten involved with Republican Women of Park Ridge since then. So I've been involved for the last 2 years with that. This year I am the Ways and Means chairman.
Yeah,
and,
so you're taking this really seriously.
Right. And we've got the local elections coming up, so that's a really important, you like to, if you can get things stable at the local level, maybe it can trickle up to something better. But
Is Park Ridge usually Democrat or Republican or any history that way?
Before I got involved with Joe Pollock's election, I thought it tended to be more Democrat, but I have actually found it is not. It might be 50-50, I don't know, but I'd like to say it is more Republican than not.
Yeah.
Right now we have a great mayor that's up for election as well, and he's been doing a really good job of, keeping his oath to represent the taxpayers. Something that unfortunately our school districts haven't been doing. I'm a part of District 64 and 207, and I was just at the board meeting that they made their final approval for we don't know what the tax levy is going to be, but it is a minimum of 4.19%. And, there were two board members that night that gave their heartstrong decision that, even though they wanted to support the taxpayers, they really were going to support the increase. So I don't have much to say about that.
Okay, so let's, we want to talk about, because you don't do any of this for a living, unlike most of the guests we have on to talk politically.
Yeah,
So
I need
you
a paycheck for this.
So you actually do something for a living, don't you?
Well, yeah, and that's another shoot me in the head moment, because here we are in the state of Illinois, and I am a small business owner. I have a startup company. I actually wrote my business plan for this company in, we'll say January of '09.
So it's fairly new.
It is fairly new. Here, I actually brought a product. It's
sure.
representation. But the name of the company is Cave Chick
Yeah.
Inc. It's a cookie company, and they are based on, they are the recipes I made for my children growing up. So there's kind of a nice, mom thing.
Yeah.
But the difference between these cookies, because it's like, why have another cookie on the market? Don't we have enough?
Yeah.
But my cookies do take into account, they're allergen friendly,
Yeah.
minimally processed. So not only are you getting a quality cookie that is dairy and egg free, all the ingredients specifically are chosen to address being as unrefined as possible, where being unrefined is a healthier,
Right.
healthier, so we can assume that this is a healthier cookie. Not a healthy cookie, although we'd like to say that it's a healthier cookie, because
Right.
fruit and vegetables and, whole grains is the way to go. But so if you're looking for a healthy cookie that's dairy and egg free, Cave Chick cookies,
Are they organic?
not all the ingredients. I'd love to have them all organic one of these days, but the quality of my ingredients can't bear the cost of also making them organic. If you want to buy like a $10 a cookie. So I am using whole grain organic spelt flour. In the oats and raisin cookie, they are made with organic raisins. But most of the other ingredients, I should say, are high quality and better for you.
Yeah, one of the things I noticed on your Cave Chick Facebook page was that you were talking about how the reason how did you come up with that name? Why don't you just tell us?
I was on a walk one day. When you want to come up with a name, I had names, but nothing really, was striking me as the great, the great name. And you want to get some type of graphic going along with the name. So it's like the names. What do I have? A palm tree? Do I have just nice rainbow? But so I was working to figure out a better name on the walk. What's the basis of a healthy diet? It's the caveman diet. Foods as natural and close to earth as possible.
Yeah.
But caveman wasn't a good one, and it just kind of started morphing. And when I came up with Cave Chick, I felt that not only was that a great name, is to kind of taking, the caveman diet, and cookies are a new food, a modern day type treat that we like to eat. It kind of blended together, and I also could visualize a little representative mascot. And with that, I thought it was really a great marketing tool,
Right.
which is good for a name.
Not that we have a ton of time, but basically, so you go out and you market them to stores. I assume do you rent like a bakery somewhere and?
No, I do have a contract manufacturer locally in Elk Grove Village, and so I'm a wholesale cookie company that sells to grocery stores or anybody else that would like to carry the cookies.
Well, I know you're on Facebook, and people can go look up Cave Chick and check you out. And I want to thank you very much in the meantime for enlightening us on politics and Cave Chick cookies. Lori Diversey, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Avi.
Thank you.